Ryland Enterprises. Chairman of the board, Edward Ryland. His business, transportation. Illegal transportation. The last time someone took something from him, they turned up dead. But Mr. Ryland just made a big mistake. He took something from this man, Sam Quint. Sam Quint is coming for the Black Moon. From the mind of John Carpenter. Black Moon Rising.
Meet Sam Quint. When the government has a job they can't handle, they get him.
You are a thief.
Hell yes.
His specialty is getting in.
What makes you think I'd help you?
You have an honest face.
Getting out.
You've got no help, no nothing. You've got 3 days.
And getting away with it.
What exactly do you expect me to do for you?
Not a thing.
You know this man?
No.
But this time the rules are different.
I'm gonna take all the heat that comes down on my head. I'm gonna transfer it to your body.
The stakes are higher.
You betrayed me.
I only wish I had.
Because stealing from Sam Quint is the biggest mistake you can make. Now he's going in. After her. After them. After the Black Moon.
The game is over.
I wish there were a couple of ways we could do this.
There's only one way.
Tommy Lee Jones. Linda Hamilton. Bubba Smith. Robert Vaughn. From the mind of John Carpenter. Black Moon Rising.
One of the newest films from New World Pictures is Black Moon Rising. Based on a story by John Carpenter, this action-adventure thriller is centered around a car, the Black Moon, that is powered by hydrogen and capable of speeds in excess of 300 miles per hour.
34, take one. That's 34, take one.
The star of Black Moon Rising, Tommy Lee Jones, started acting in his spare time at Harvard, where he was also a star offensive guard on the football team. After graduating, he thought his experience might qualify him for a minor part in Love Story.
So when I started trying to find work in New York, I made an appeal to the casting director of that movie at Paramount. She said I wasn't right for the role of a Harvard football player. But eventually I was able to convince her I could fake it and got a Screen Actors Guild card.
Tommy Lee has since won an Emmy for his portrayal of Gary Gilmore in The Executioner's Song and gained critical acclaim for his part in Coal Miner's Daughter, a role of which he is particularly proud.
Coal Miner's Daughter is one of my favorite films. I don't care who's in it. I love watching it. It's very close to my heart.
But in his newest film, Tommy Lee takes a lighter approach.
I like action-adventure movies, chase scenes, gunfights, pretty girls, fast cars.
The role of Quint, a freelance thief who has been hired by the U.S. government, gave him plenty of opportunities for those action scenes. Director Harley Coklas took full advantage of the athletic actor's physical nature, allowing him to do much of his own stunt work.
Quarter speed. Way out.
Back fist. That's it. Right hand, lead.
Way out. Way out.
Tommy's brought, I would say, his physicality, because he moves great. And he's a very physical actor. And there's a lot of stunt work, there's a lot of fights, there's a lot of physical business.
Action.
Better watch that guy.
But his own ability wasn't all Tommy Lee brought to this film. Bubba Smith was attracted to the project based only upon the name of its star.
Nice job, Quint. Hour and a half to spare.
When they told me who was going to be starring in this, and I said, sure. I didn't even ask him about money. I just wanted a chance to work with him just to learn.
Since leaving professional football in 1976, Bubba has begun an impressive show business career, ranging from Miller Beer commercials and the Blue Thunder television series to the hit film Police Academy and its sequel. He considers Black Moon Rising something of an education.
I look at this business basically like I look at football. The better players that you play against, the better you get.
And according to Coklas, Smith was a quick learner.
When he came to the set, I was really surprised how prepared he was and what a good actor he was. And he is another guy who has tremendous physical presence. I mean, awesome.
I'm gonna take all the heat that comes down on my head. I'm gonna transfer it to your body. You understand what I'm saying?
The car that gives the film its name is a sleek, hydrogen-powered experimental prototype that is being tested by its builders when we first see it. Casting the automobile was more difficult than casting the actors, according to Coklas.
We knew we needed a really remarkable car, and we went through all the magazines and looked at this and looked at that. And then we heard about a car that was up in Montreal, which was designed by a French designer for the Montreal Car Expo. So we brought it down to LA and made a few modifications, and that's the Black Moon.
Producer Joel Michaels quickly realized that their Black Moon would not be merely a show car.
We did with that car what it was never intended to do, and that was run and chase and do stunts and leap and jump and do somersaults.
Because of the rigorous demands of the stunts and the shooting schedule of the film, a second exact duplicate of the Black Moon was built, as well as a mock-up of the interior. The futuristic car was an eerie sight racing across the flat desert, followed by a camera truck. In the film, the Black Moon is stolen by Ryland, the leader of an international car theft organization, played by veteran actor Robert Vaughn.
It's an unusual occupation, needless to say, stealing cars on a mass basis. I've never had any role like this that I recall.
This is a business, Nina. We don't take trophies.
For producer Doug Curtis, Vaughn and his character were a perfect fit.
He is the kind of villain that a movie like this has to have, and he's obvious. You don't have to think about it. An audience knows right off the bat who he is, what kind of person he is, and Robert Vaughn does that better than anybody.
Vaughn's head thief, Nina, is played by Linda Hamilton.
In this one, there's a very specific character. She's a thief, she's a woman, she's bright, she's aggressive, she's corporate-level thief, and there's just a lot more. She's much more specific and a lot more rich to play.
Linda has starred in many television movies and recently appeared opposite Arnold Schwarzenegger in the hit film The Terminator. But her role in The Black Moon Rising forced her to confront a deep-seated fear.
I have a great fear of cars, always have. Very neurotic myself, and this was a real opportunity to be fearless.
Ryland stores the stolen Black Moon on one of the upper floors of his headquarters. When Quint tries to steal it back with Nina's help, they find themselves trapped high in the building with only one way out, the window. Stunt coordinator Bud Davis will perform the jump.
They're using real glass in this stunt, which is different than normally the candy glass or tempered glass, because this breaks up into big shards, and that's the look that they want for the slow motion. It is a little more dangerous, and that's why the driver has to take a little more protection. In this particular case, the driver will be wearing helmet, chest protector, knee, and shin guards. And he'll be very well protected, and I know that for sure because it's me.
From the cast, to the plot, to the setting, Black Moon Rising was designed from the ground up to provide non-stop enjoyment to the moviegoer.
The film should really be a roller coaster. It should be almost an amusement arcade ride. It should kind of catch you up in its adventure and drive you 300 miles an hour through the streets of Los Angeles.